It's all about this right up here. Hey there, this is Darren, day 43. Strong speech, strong question. Strong speech, strong question. What? If you want a stronger speech, whether you're competing in a contest, if you're a professional speaker, one of the biggest transformational points, of course, for me was in 2001 when I got to work with my coach, Mark Brown. Here's one of the things I hated, which was I was in the moment. I had to, I can't be locked down by word for word. And my coaches were very gracious. I was not very humble. I was not very open to coaching. They told me you got to write your speech down. I said, but you don't understand. I have to be in the moment. I have to feel connected. He said, Darren, if you want our help, step number one is write out your speech. So I sat down and I got on my computer. I couldn't write it out. I said, I can't work this way. You got to give me something else. So David McElhaney, my other coach, said, all right, Darren, go give your speech, record it, and then go back and transcribe it. Did you ever look at the words you actually said? Not the ones you meant to say. Oh, this is not a good editor. You can't edit what you don't write down. That was one of the biggest ahas. So if you're writing something out, you can see the words in front of you. When I read my own words, I was, ooh, that's kind of gross. Like, I know I'm dyslexic and I'm not good with grammar, but that's horrible. That's embarrassing. So humbly, I took the idea. I sat down and I wrote out my speech. And I was able to work with the words on the screen and change them around. But there was one overriding question. So let me get rid of that for a second and let me bring something up here of what I'm doing now and what I'm working on now. So I'm working on my script, on my screenplay. And here's what I'm taking from back there, working on the speech and applying it to what I'm doing today. And if you want a stronger speech, if you want a stronger presentation, I highly recommend, you want a strong speech, here's the strong question. This is a game changer. You might not like it, by the way. So here's my computer. Let me figure out how to do this quickly. And that didn't work. I'll just grab my camera here. So this is the script of the screenplay. So I wrote it out once and a couple versions. And here's one of the keys I learned about editing. This seems counterintuitive. Put it aside for a while. Like, separate yourself because you were emotionally attached to that version. Separate yourself, come back fresh. And here's the question. How do you say it better in fewer words? Not just what do you cut? That's wrong. Look at what you're saying and ask yourself that question over and over again. How do I say it better in fewer words? How do I say it better in fewer words? So I've been, as you may know if you're following along, I'm working on my screenplay. And now that I've had some time away from it, I'm sitting down and I realize it's 136 pages long. I need to get it down to 120 because some people will just look at how many pages. And if it's too long, they're not even going to consider it. So I'll be crossed off the list. It'll be discounted before I even get a chance. So sitting here, sitting down and tightening it. I got to get it down to 120. But taking that question that I learned from Mark Brown and David McElhaney when they were coaching me, how do I say it better in fewer words? This is magical. When you see somebody's great speech, it's not the you don't see the end result. Let me put this over here. I don't know if that's even big enough that you'll see it in the background. But how do I say it better in fewer words? And you got to say it over and over again. My initial version of my speech for Toastmasters contest was 1,492 words. I had to get it down to 750. But it's like that big block of clay. It's that Michelangelo sitting down and uncovering the angel David. he had to just get rid of everything that wasn't David. Well, we've got to take what we have, a little different for us, but make it stronger as we make it tighter, as we make it shorter. So there's less blah, blah, blah. So that's what we're doing, was getting rid of the blah, blah, blah. I know there's a lot of Toastmasters out there working on their contest speech right now. If you won your club, cool, congratulations. Well, the stakes get higher at every level. So ask yourself, how do I say it better in fewer words? And that was a struggle for a while, but that's when I truly understood and discovered the power of dialogue. Dialogue, when mixed with emotion, allows you to say more in less time. And if you think of a movie script, it's all dialogue. Other than a little bit of description of the scene and maybe what's happening, it's 98% dialogue, which is a different way to create a story. So, for you, if you want a stronger speech, ask yourself the strong question: how do I say it better in fewer words? I hope that's helpful to you. It is one of the biggest lessons of my speaking career. I hope you pass this along to somebody who you know may be competing in a speech contest or working on their professional keynote speech, or maybe a corporate presenter, because truly it is the magic. You can't edit in your head. You can't. You think you can. You need it in front of you to be able to jumble the words around, see what other words might help you. Hey, Steve Hollingsworth. So please comment below. I'd appreciate that. Please encourage other people doing the 77-day challenge. That would be cool. I'd appreciate it, and I know they would appreciate it as well. I realize I didn't even put a description in this one, so I have to do it after the fact. But how do you say it better in fewer words? That's a lesson for today. Big lesson, and aha, a game changer for my life. I hope it helps you. Pass it on.